Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. A 32-year-old woman died today after she was struck by a car on Likelike Highway. Honolulu police said a 28-year-old woman was driving on the highway when she struck a pedestrian at about 5:30 this morning. The pedestrian was on the roadway at the time of the collision. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Police closed town-bound lanes of the highway near the Burmeister overpass to investigate the incident. The lanes were reopened a few hours later. Police said speed, alcohol, and drugs were not factors in the crash. Investigators are working out why a gunman opened fire at Michigan State University, killing 3 students and wounded 5 others. At about 8:30 Monday night, 43-year-old Anthony McRae fired inside an academic building and the MSU Union, a popular place for students to eat and study. The campus was locked down for hours as police searched for McRae, who was found in an industrial area about 5 miles away. He killed himself during a confrontation with officers. Police said McRae had no apparent connection to the university, and investigators are still searching for a motive. In 2019, McRae was accused of illegally possessing a concealed weapon. He pleaded guilty to having a loaded gun in a vehicle and completed 18 months of probation. More than 35,000 people have died in Turkey as a result of last week's massive earthquake. The death toll has surpassed that of the Erzincan earthquake in 1939, making it the deadliest disaster of its kind since the country was founded 100 years ago. In addition to the casualties in Turkey, almost 3,700 deaths have been confirmed in neighboring Syria. The death toll in Turkey will likely rise as rescue crews continue to sift through the rubble in Kahramanmaraş and surrounding areas. Meanwhile, aid agencies and governments are stepping up efforts to bring help to devastated parts of both countries. Many of the tens of thousands of survivors left homeless in Turkey are struggling to meet basic needs like finding shelter from the cold. The situation is especially dire in Syria, where a 12-year civil war continues to complicate relief efforts. A U.S. government report shows that consumer price increases eased in January compared to the same time last year. It suggests that the high inflation that has gripped Americans for nearly 2 years is slowly fading, though prices are likely to remain elevated well into this year. Consumer prices climbed 6.4% in January from a year earlier, down from 6.5% in December. It was a 7th straight year-over-year slowdown and well below a recent peak of 9.1% in June. But it is still above the Federal Reserve's 2% annual inflation target. On a monthly basis, consumer prices increased 0.5% from December to January, much higher than the 0.1% rise from November to December. That will keep pressure on the Fed to raise its benchmark interest rate further and keep it there through the end of the year. The winner of November's record $2.04 billion Powerball jackpot has been identified. California Lottery Director Alva Johnson said the winner was a California man named Edwin Castro. No further information about Castro was released, and he declined to appear at a press conference. In a statement, Castro said he was shocked and ecstatic to have won the big prize, adding that the real winner is the California public school system. California Public Schools received $156.3 million from the lottery pool. The owner of Joe's Service Center in Altadena, where the ticket was sold, will receive a bonus of $1 million. The jackpot grew to a staggering $2.04 billion after more than 3 months without winners. In November, Castro was the only person to match all 5 numbers plus the Powerball. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.